What's up, couch coverage? Today, us four are just gonna talk about some hot takes. Starting with me, I've been talking about this for months now. I feel like the Bengals aren't gonna make it to the playoffs this year.
Man, no. Why did we start with Kevin?
I feel like they have
What are we doing?
they have an excellent offense.
Oh
They
my
have
god.
top two offense in the league right now. I don't think they make it. Their
You're saying
defense.
Joe Burrow isn't making it this year.
I'm saying Joe Burrow can make it. His defense can't, dude. Not with the teams we have right now. You think he's gonna beat the Ravens and the Steelers with their teams, super teams? I don't
So
think
who would
they.
beat them out realistically, right? You could put Chiefs up there, Ravens up there,
I think
Bills up there.
Ravens and Steelers. They're in they don't
Steelers are
come
gonna
out. They don't come
The
out in these
Steelers.
divisions.
Aaron Rodgers might not even play the whole season.
Nah, he is Super Bowl right there.
I'm just saying, just defense alone. They're gonna play catch up all the time, like they did last year, and they're not gonna be able to catch up.
I disagree.
Kill them.
But that's crazy. We're on hot takes. Holy cow.
I disagree. I disagree because it goes against my hot take when I get there.
We'll go with Bailey now.
You guys want me to go? All right. Let me bring up my hot takes here. Matthew Stafford is the best quarterback in the NFC. Think about it. Lamar, AFC. Mahomes, AFC. Burrow, AFC. Lamar, did I say Lamar? I'm missing somebody, I think. Josh Allen, Mahomes. But, all right, all right, let's go to the NFC, right? Let's name some top ones. I think Matthew Stafford. Jalen Hurts, I have Matthew Stafford over. Baker, I have Matthew Stafford over. Who else? Jordan Love, I have Matthew Stafford. Think about it. Jared Goff, I have Matthew Stafford. Matthew Stafford won a Super Bowl. Jared Goff couldn't.
That's not bad.
The only thing I worry about is his health right now. You know, his injuries that he's dealing with. Hopefully it's not lingering. If it's lingering, that may not come true. But if it's not an issue, he could be. I agree. He has the capability to do that. I just don't know right now if he's going to be his best this year because of his injury that I understand may linger for a while.
Would you have him over Jaden Daniels?
Yes. Again, you guys know I hate judging someone off 1 year. You're comparing Matthew Stafford to having a Super Bowl ring. I'm saying overall, not this season or anything. I'm saying overall, Matthew Stafford is the best quarterback in the NFC. Just career-wise, over there, talent-wise, Matthew Stafford has a Super Bowl ring. Jaden Daniels played 1 year.
You can say that about Jalen Hurts. He has his ring. And
no, he does.
Time, too.
Yeah, for sure. That's what I'm saying. That's why Jalen Hurts is up there in the conversation. But I like Matthew Stafford talent-wise over Jalen Hurts.
So your hot take should have been that Stafford's going to get injured and go out, and then Garoppolo is going to come in and actually do a good job.
That's just unbelievable. That's not even a hot take. That's just all right.
Well, he's supposed to be controversial.
That's okay. I don't know how you just made my hot take worse somehow. It just happened. I guess that wasn't of a hot take though. Nobody. Okay, that's fine. I'll spice it up next.
I just never thought about it like that.
That's why I was thinking about it earlier.
It's kind of crazy how the AFC is just stacked.
That's what I'm saying. Like when you name the top quarterbacks, you're naming all AFC quarterbacks. Mm-hmm. You're not naming really NFC unless it's Jared Goff, Matthew Stafford, Jalen Hurts. But out of those three, I have Matthew Stafford over them. So that's just me.
Okay.
Same. Kick it off.
Moving on. Somebody else.
My hot take. I think the Denver Broncos are going to win the AFC West, and it's going to be they're going to stop Kansas City's Chiefs streak of division titles. I think with how Denver, they were 10-6. I think they're improving on their record this year. I think their defense is going to be excellent, and I think with their coach, they can actually win those close games that they lost last year and have a better record. And I think the Chiefs, not really taking away saying the Chiefs are going to be horrible, but I think the Chiefs are backing up a little bit, and I think Denver's going ahead of them. So my hot take is that at the end of the season, Denver will win the division title, and Kansas City probably will be second.
Not bad.
Oh.
I will say this right now. Not bad. Okay. One of mine is a little similar to yours. And that's not bad. I agree with that.
Here's my thing, right? We're in a playoff game, right? I know this would be before playoffs, so 1-1. But let's say it's just a crazy game, right? We'll just do normal season. Broncos versus Chiefs. I'm sorry, I'm a Chiefs hater, But if it's a close game, I'm trusting Andrew Reid over doo-doo crap smelling like Scooby-Doo's butthole, Sean Payton.
Whoa.
I'm
Don't
sorry.
go
I hate the
personal
Chiefs.
there.
I just don't see
Okay.
the Chiefs losing the division title while Mahomes is there. Ever, probably. I know maybe that's a hot take, and I hate Mahomes, but like that team is just like, dude, somehow
No,
they cheat at the end and stuff, and
nah.
dude, Broncos literally missed a field goal, and then Chiefs stayed underrated last year. What was that? Undefeated, I mean. What was that? Like, Chiefs get the best luck ever, dude.
Yeah, I just think the Chiefs are more in a decline, especially on offense. I think they both have good defenses. I'll give
Chiefs
that.
defense is
Chiefs
nasty,
and
though.
Broncos defense are
Yeah.
both strong, but offensive, I don't think Mahomes is going to be enough. I don't think they're going to have all the weapons with Bo Nix and the weapons that they have on Denver this year. I think that's going to be enough to win those games, and I think that's. I don't know what happened in the playoffs. You may even see Kansas City come in as a wild card and maybe even beat Denver in the playoff game, but I don't think they're going to win the title for the division. That's my hot take.
Wow. That's a hot
Very
take.
nice, very nice.
All right, Charlie, you can go up next.
All right, so mine's similar, but instead of someone winning the division, I think they're just gonna, well, I guess not lose the division, but I think they're gonna just totally miss the playoffs. I'm going with the Detroit Lions missing the playoffs this year.
What?
Okay,
What?
you got to think about it. Hold on, because they
That's
lost
the-
they lost some coaching personnel, they lost some players. Jared Goff, he's starting to decline. I'm just saying, in my opinion, I don't think they're gonna make it.
I will name this.
I think other NFC teams have gotten better and are going to be able to figure out what the Lions did last season, and they're not going to be able to replicate what they did.
Hey, I will name this the worst take of the night. I'm sorry.
That's
for me.
okay.
I think they make it 100%. It's not even a 99. It's 100%.
I get what you're saying with Lions losing their offensive coach, but the talent on the offense, there's no way, bro. That is probably the best offense in the league.
Yeah.
Dude, you could have Jarrell yourself coaching out there. They'd probably be good.
But yeah, you're saying that your quarterback in Matthew Stafford is better than their quarterback, Jared Goff.
Correct.
Okay. So if they have the best offense, how is their quarterback not the best quarterback in the NFC?
Because they don't have the wide receivers.
Matthew Stafford doesn't have the best offense.
Yeah.
No. Jared Goff. You're saying the Detroit Lions has the best offense in the league right now.
Right.
But you're putting Matthew Stafford above Jared Goff.
Okay.
So wouldn't Jared Goff, in return, since that's the best offense, be higher than Matthew? Is this too much for you to understand?
No, just because he has the best offense doesn't mean he's a better quarterback. He just has.
Okay.
Actually, that makes the case worse for him because he has the better weapons, and Matthew Stafford's still better.
I agree with Bailey there. Yeah.
That's okay. That's the reason it's a hot take.
Jared Goff and Matthew Stafford got traded, right? One won the Super Bowl ring for their team they got traded to. One didn't. That's all I'm saying.
That's true.
That's all I'm saying. But that's a crazy take, Jarrell. You need to go to bed, buddy.
That's a crazy take. Actually, I can't say this is the worst take of the night because you guys might think this is the worst take of the night.
Oh, boy. Here we go.
No.
Uh-oh.
Not a deep breath.
Oh,
no.
You guys ready?
I might
Why is
need
he
a drink.
hesitating? He's
I need a
even
drink
scared.
for
You
this
guys
one.
ready?
All right.
It's going to something but the Bucks. Bucks are going to win the Super Bowl.
That's
No.
a high
I said
odds.
this. I said this last night in the live. I feel like the AFC West. I feel like the Chargers are gonna win it, and the Raiders are gonna be a close second with the wild card.
That's definitely a hot take.
That's a hot take. I feel like either the Broncos or the Chiefs don't make it. I feel like the Raiders just have a good team this year. I think they have a better team than the Kansas City Chiefs. And I think the Chargers have the best team in the NFC West.
So all right. So what's your ranking for
AFC
that
West.
division? You're going Chargers, Raiders, Broncos, Chiefs.
I feel like the Broncos are better, but I feel like the
Chiefs,
Raiders
Broncos.
are going to win.
So Chiefs are going to be
more.
third in their division.
That's crazy. That's
What,
crazy.
dude? I thought I was the Chiefs hater. What is happening tonight? What is going on today? We have Shane saying Broncos are winning it, and Kevin saying no. He made Shane's take worse. Not only they're third. Raiders above Chiefs. Oh my God, they get Ash and Jency, and they're second in the division now. What are we
No,
talking
way
about?
more. Nah, way
Dude,
more than Ashton
You
Dutcher.
might be a Raiders fan more than a Bucks fan. The amount of you glaze the Raiders. Oh, Brock Bowers, Ashton Jency. What are you talking about, bro? That is
Geno
not a
Smith?
Super Bowl contender team.
You know, the thing about, I know Kevin said that a few times. The problem I have with the Raiders is I think their team has players for, like, if I'm talking fantasy football, I think they can produce, you know, especially with Genty or Brock Bowers. I think Geno Smith can produce for fantasy football. I don't think Geno Smith's going to be a winning quarterback for playoffs, to win the division, to make it to the Super Bowl. I don't think he has it to do that, but I know he's productive and he can produce. But that's my problem with that hot take, is I just don't see the Raiders at this point this year under Geno Smith doing that. But
You said hot takes,
Yeah.
and
It's
I
a hot
delivered.
So worst hot take. Worst hot take of the night right
Okay.
there.
Okay. All right, I'll take it. I'll take
That
it.
is
you
crazy.
did say that was the hot, that you thought we were going to think that. So
I'll take it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm going
I-
to continue. I'm going to continue the Chiefs' hot takes here.
Uh-oh.
Patrick Mahomes will never win another Super Bowl in his career.
Ooh. That's not even that bad.
Never again.
Yeah,
Never
I could
again.
agree with that. I think that dynasty is over. I
No.
think it's done.
Actually,
So
I'll one up the
I would
take.
agree with that.
He will never even make it to another Super Bowl.
No. He makes it.
I don't know about that.
I
He
feel
will never.
if he does make it to the Super Bowl and he wins, is he top 3 quarterbacks of all time?
Kevin, you just said they're going to be third in the division next year. What are you talking about?
Just saying, can I not just say if? You're saying they're never. I said if Patrick Mahomes wins another Super Bowl, will he be top 3 quarterback of all
To
time?
that, no. But the only person that should be defending this is Jarrell, because Shane said that Broncos will be over them, and you're saying they're going to be third. So the only one that should even be talking right now is Jarrell. Are you two are lying about your sakes?
It's a hot take. I don't like 100%.
No, I said I agree with your hot take. I think I don't agree with the fact that you're saying that he'll never make it to another Super Bowl. I think they'll make it to another Super Bowl, but I don't think they're going to win another Super Bowl.
I don't think, like Shane said, I don't agree with his Broncos beating them out, but I do agree they're on a decline. I just, for Mahomes' career, I never see the Chiefs beating out Bengals or Ravens or Bills for the rest of his career to even make it to the Super Bowl, like a championship game or something. Those 3 right now, I have them over them now. Never again. I don't think he's losing his key players. He lost Tyreek Hill. Travis Kelce is dating Taylor Swift. They're just not that team like Shane said anymore. They're on a decline. I don't think they're going to fall as bad as these two are saying, but I don't think they can beat those teams anymore. Or Ravens. I forgot. I don't know if I said them.
Okay.
All right. Next up.
oh man, my 2 of my hot takes are similar to what you guys said. I guess I'll go with the first one. I think that I'll go with the Chargers one. One of my hot takes I had was I do believe the Chargers will win the division this year, and also have one of the best running tandems probably in at least the AFC. I think they're going to be in the top 5 running teams in the league this year. That's my hot take. I think the Chargers.
Who's their 2 running backs?
You got Najee and the rookie.
Yeah, Najee and
Wait,
Hampton.
did you say the Broncos were the best on the AFC West?
No, I mean, there's a hot take is I could see both of it happening. I do believe the Chargers could win the division, like you said.
You have Chiefs at third too? What is going on?
Yeah, no, I think it's going to be tough. But you know,
it's possible.
it is possible. You know, I would I was just going along with it mainly because what Kevin said. I think it's possible for the Chargers to win the division. That would be a hot take that I agree with. But I do believe Denver will be the team. Now, Kansas City could mess this up. Like you say, Kansas City could knock both of those guys down. But really the biggest hot take, I guess, on that is I think even if I go along with, now that you said that, more likely I think Denver's going to win the division. But I think the Chargers are going to have one of the best running attacks in the NFL this year. And that's pretty much my hot take on it. I mean, you got a rookie running back, you got an older veteran that has an eye injury right now. But I think they're going to be similar to Detroit, and they're going to have the same setup.
That should have been the take. Calm down. You're not comparing Najee Harris and whoever this rookie is to a Jahmyr Gibbs and David Montgomery. Oh.
Yeah,
We
I
just threw
am.
like 5 hot takes in the
That's
second
my
slot.
That
hot
talked
take
it
right
too.
there.
What?
That
What are
I've
you
been talking
talking?
too.
No. Derrick Henry alone, if we're talking about AFC, is a better duo than them. James Cook alone is a better than those two. What are we talking about? Am I missing something? Najee Harris? Where's this Najee Harris
We've
glaze
never
coming
seen
from?
them play together.
Now you got to think about
Well, that's the take
Najee.
he's going
Najee's
to.
got 1,000 yards in each season with the Pittsburgh Steelers. I know he's older and
The
stuff, but
Steelers never threw.
Kind of like
yeah.
Mike
But I'm
Williams.
just saying is that he has the capability to do it. Hampton, I think, is going to be a beast this year. He's going to do really well. I think he's going to end up taking the starting position over from Harris if he hasn't earlier on. But I just believe they will be a tandem that's going to be out there. I think the goal line, one of the things that Detroit has is when they get down there, they can just drive the ball and they can run into the end zone. I think they're going to be, I'm not saying they're going to be better than Detroit in the running game. I'm saying they're going to be similar to that they're going to be the AFC's version of Detroit Lions, I think, in the running attack. That's my hot take.
Okay.
Okay, I think you just looked up on Google how to rage bait Bailey. What just happened? What just happened? So all right, AFC. You think are you even disrespecting your own boys at Dolphins? You just A chain's not a thing anymore? What is happening?
No, I'm talking about a tandem situation. And, personally, I think we could have something with the Dolphins like that, but that's not the guaranteed. I think you got a proven running back in Harris, and you got a rookie that I think is going to do really well. So I'm talking about a tandem situation, like a team rushing, not so much
Like
individual.
I'm saying those running backs alone are better than like we don't know anything about the rookie, and Najee Harris never had a crazy year in his career. He just had all right seasons, 1,000 yards, solid seasons. But like, what's happening here? Did Najee Harris take some weird pill or this offseason everybody's glazing him like he just isn't just an okay running back his whole career? What is happening here? I don't know. This is crazy work, bro.
Well, when you look at Detroit, I mean Montgomery's not up. He's not a standout by himself that's better than all the HN and all those kind of guys. He doesn't have those kind of statistics. He's good and he does produce, but he's not above all the top. Gibbs is definitely the better running back on that team. And Montgomery is the second one. He does well and they do really well together. But I mean, let's just pull up his numbers and stuff right now. I guarantee it's not going to be above like Harris's numbers over his career so
You're
far.
comparing a starting running back to a backup running back. Of
Well,
course,
that's what I'm
Najee is going
saying.
to be better.
You got the Chargers
Okay,
have a starting running back
okay,
and
that's fair.
another
Let's compare
starting
it like
running
this.
back
Let's
running together.
compare Najee to Jamar Gibbs. Gibbs better. Rookie to David Montgomery. David Montgomery, whoever this rookie. Like no, come
Well, I
on.
think you're arguing. You're not even arguing correctly because
No, you're saying
my
similar,
hot
not
take,
better. But like, come
yeah,
on,
again,
bro.
my
A
hot
rookie
take
is
is
not
not
going
they're
to
going to be
be
better than
similar to
them.
David Montgomery.
Yeah,
Or
well,
Najee Harris is not going to be similar to Jamar Gibbs.
yeah, I
Jamar
don't think
Gibbs can receive.
I I think you're underestimating Hampton's value out there. You don't know it because he's a rookie and you haven't seen him. But that's the hot take. See, the problem with criticizing a hot take is saying something that nobody expects to happen, but you predict it correctly, and
I know
that's
what a
what a
hot
hot
take
take is.
is. I
So
created this
that's
segment.
what
I'm
I'm
just saying.
saying is though. But
You just not want
that's
me to
why.
debate it?
I mean, no, but I'm just saying you don't traditionally. You can say, "Well, I don't believe it," but you can't say it's wrong because, like I said, Montgomery doesn't have those kind of stats that prove that he's going to be any better than those two quarterbacks at all. He's not even close statistically to both of those. So that's my hot take is Hampton's going. He's going to come in and put up a lot of yards. He's going to do better than Montgomery will, and that's going to offset what Gibbs' difference with Najee and him. I think those two, it's possible those two running backs could do more yards than Montgomery and Gibbs, even though Gibbs is, I don't know if they'll beat him, but I mean, they're in that similar range is what I mean.
All right, we're moving on. No, we're just in a loop.
Okay.
This is the stupidest thing. Let's move on. All right, who's up next?
All right, it's me. My next hot take is an interesting one. Okay. Well, maybe not interesting. I feel that Jamar Chase this season is going to break the record for reception yards in a season. I think it was previously held by Calvin Johnson at 1,964. let's say that your boy is just going to go over 2,000 this season. He's got the capability. He's got the quarterback. Obviously, it can be done. Calvin Johnson was almost there back in 2012. I think it's going to happen this season.
I
It's
don't
not
hate
a
it.
bad take.
Yeah, I don't hate it
that.
either. I don't hate it.
No, I don't have any problem with that. I think Burrows and Chase are going to have a really good year. So that's possible. I have to agree with
The
that's a
only thing holding
possibility.
back that take is because you also have T. Higgins, which is solid. So now I think Jamar Chase has the talent to do it, but I'm just almost afraid, is Jamar Chase even going to get the reps with T. Higgins playing? You know what I mean? It's kind of like a Mike Evans, Chris Godwin situation. But it's like, I think talent wise, Jamar Chase could easily do it, but yeah, I feel like Joe Burrow loves T. Higgins as well, and they have Mike Gesicki over there too. He loves to throw too, so he's not like a receiver carrying the offense. If he was the only weapon over there, I would say 100%, but I just don't know, man. I don't know if he'll get the receptions. But it's not a bad. That might be our best hot take of the night. That's not too bad.
Well, I think that sort of go along with what even Kevin was saying earlier, is that I think right now the weaknesses we see in Cincinnati's defense is probably that's going to help. Chase Burrows. They very likely could fall behind in games. They're going to throw more than run. So stat wise, they may blow it up and still lose game, and that's what they've been doing. That defense really helps them because they have to get out there. If they were in close games, they just hand it off to Chase Brown and they want to get those stats. They just win that way. But they're always behind in some of these games. So it's it's going to go along with my next hot take too. Just let you guys know when it gets back to me.
I guess I'll do mine.
Go, Kevin.
I just thought a bit about this right now. I feel like Baker Mayfield next 3 years is going to either win a Super Bowl or MVP. Next 3 years. Baker Mayfield.
Baker.
Number 6. If he's going the same, like if he is consistent and does better, and with the Bucs giving him better weapons, new weapons, I feel like he could win it.
I'm gonna let the non-Bucs fan answer first.
Which one do you want to
go? Either one. I just don't want to be biased here. I want y'all to answer first.
Oh man, I don't think y'all are gonna win a Super Bowl. I don't think that's I don't think it's possible.
With Baker Mayfield.
Yeah, I don't have anything against him. Like I've said before, he's a good quarterback. I just don't think with the other talent in the league that he'll be able to surpass that. And
what's your
obviously even Bailey said that he's not the best quarterback in the NFC. So I don't think that's
not right now. Next 3 years.
Yeah.
So you're doing a 3-year hot take.
Yeah.
Well, hopefully we're still here in 3 years and we can.
I feel like
come back
about it again.
I feel like Mike Evans really has like 3 years, right? 3, maybe 4 max, but probably like 3 more years. So.
And what's your hot take on the MVP or Super Bowl win?
Both.
He said
he'll get one of them in the next 3 years.
I mean, I can't really go. I think they have they have the potential. I was telling Bailey about that recently. I do think the Bucs have a good enough team to beat anybody this year. They possibly could win it all. And the way that Baker played last year, and if they got a healthy, if they keep the receivers healthy, they could do it. I mean, I don't see it as a really, something that's not possible. So I would have to say I think that's a possible hot take that I want to go against, to be honest.
My thoughts as a Bucs fan is the Super Bowl one. Listen, as long as Todd Bowles is the head coach, we're not winning a Super Bowl because that guy doesn't know how to make a decision. Honestly, Baker might have a ring by now, no joke, if we had any other coach. Because good God, that we get to playoffs, that guy. So no. But the MVP thing, I think, is actually likely in 3 years. Like you said, with the weapons he has, he could easily get good enough stats to get MVP. But I hate to say, as a Bucs fan, the Super Bowl one is low with the coaching over there and defense. Like you said, Bengals are not going to make it because of defense. Have you seen our defense? We're baloney crap. Like at that point, you might as well say we're not making playoffs.
We can stop the tush push. 90% of the league can't. So hey, we have that.
That's true. That's our only good thing we could say about defense.
We own the Eagles. I guess
we can stop one team's play. We're so buds, bro.
All right, Bailey. What's
All
your
right.
next one?
I know he has the injury, but if he's healthy, Darnell Mooney will be a better receiver for the Falcons than Drake London.
Not even bad.
Interesting.
Drake London is not even that good.
I love Darnell Mooney, bro. I love him. And you guys know I'm a Drake London hater. I think he gets glazed, so maybe that's putting some into it. But if he's healthy, he does have an injury at the moment. Darnell Mooney will be the better receiver this year, and he will turn into number one for Michael Penix over Drake London, is my hot take.
I really like Drake London. I think he's going to have an excellent year. So I don't think that's going to happen. I would say I don't agree with the hot take, but I mean, I'm not going to say it's not possible, because we don't know really what Penix is going to do. He had very limited playing time last year. We're going to notice during the season who he really has chemistry with. So I do believe it's possible, and we could say, oh, yeah, that happened. But I just off right now, if you ask me, I think Drake London's going to be the main guy. I think that's going to be the person he's going to really focus on. And that's just my thought on it.
All right. Bailey, you going to edit this video?
Yeah, why?
You guys seen the Michael Penis Jr.?
Oh, that
I was just
mistake.
thinking about that. Michael Penis Jr.
You want me to edit a nude of Michael Penix on the screen?
No, so
Is that what you're asking? Dude, I can just send you the photo, bro. I don't have to edit it in the video, bro. If you want to see it that bad.
So you can bleep it out, say, in case, we might have him as a guest, you never know. Michael
No,
Penis
I'm going to
Jr.
keep it in there so then he doesn't want you on the podcast when he joins us. And it's just going to be us three of Michael Penix.
Michael
Sorry,
Penis
buddy.
Jr. Holy crap. Oh, well.
What just happened? That's what you're thinking right now when we're talking about football? Dude, you have issues, bro. We're actually trying to talk about the receivers and stats. You're talking about a quarterback's Johnson. Get a life, bro. Get a life. Get a grip.
I'm just talking about the graphic,
All right, someone else go. All right, we're done with that take.
I guess my hot take now again. My last one. All right, my intake. I'm a hot take. Can't talk tonight. All right, well, let's go with this hot take. Joe Burrows could win his first MVP this year, and the Cincinnati Bengals will still not make the playoffs. That's a possibility that I could see. I do, I'm not going to bet against Cincinnati making the playoffs, but I could see that as a possibility because I can see Joe Burrows. I can see both of that offense just racking up the numbers. He could do so well and really push that team, lead the league in passing yards, all the kind of statistics, but they end up not making the playoffs and he still gets the MVP, which would be really hard because most time it's usually somebody that's a playoff type team. But I think it's possible because I think they're going to put out so much yards. I think they're going to put so much statistics out that even if Cincinnati don't make it, he could win his first MVP. So my hot take is they could lose. I don't know if Cincinnati will really not make the playoffs, but my hot take is they could lose. Not make the playoffs, and he could still win the MVP. That's my hot take.
I disagree for one reason only. It's because it should have happened last year. People are saying he was an MVP contender. You know why what everyone's defense was for not him winning it last year? Didn't make defense. Everyone's like MVP should be the guy that's taking their team to playoffs, which is a fair statement. Why would your MVP be somebody that couldn't even go to playoffs? Like, dude, last year Joe Burrow had insane stats. Jamar Chase had insane stats. He helped everyone in the offense. They didn't make playoffs. Josh Allen won it instead. That's the only reason. But if you switch your take a little, I know this isn't your take, you say if Joe Burrow will win MVP this year, I think that's fair. I think he can win it this year, but not if they miss playoffs. I don't know if a person's ever won MVP with their team not making playoffs.
I would have to look it up, but he could be, like I said, if he throws 5,000 yards plus and gets 45 touchdowns or plus, it's possible. He could get, because they're not going to keep pushing him out of the MVP voting for somebody else if he keeps doing that. Because if they think, I know what you're saying. I think traditionally, I always tell people, this is my thing, is you're not going to win the MVP if your team's not making it into the playoffs. Because, you have to, that's like a Josh Allen or something. You don't have to win the Super Bowl. But normally, I think Bailey's right. Normally, I think most MVPs, their team has got to the playoffs somewhere. But I think this is unique that his numbers that they put up, I think he's going to improve. He has a possibility to improve on the numbers he did last year and not make the playoffs and possibly could win the MVP. But that is a big hot take because, like you said, I'm not totally sure about them losing. But more of it, I think he has a great chance of winning the MVP this year.
Yeah, I'm with you. I
Either
think
way.
that should be a thing, like I said. But I'm just more thinking of the NFL, right? Like, is the
Yeah.
NFL really gonna let him be MVP if his team misses playoffs? Like, are they gonna pick him over Allen or Mahomes? Like, I think that should be a thing that worked. But yeah, I don't. I'm with you, but like the NFL is gonna be NFL, and that's gonna be their defense. Because they're weird. Think Jarrell and Kevin fell asleep the rest of this segment.
No, I don't think it'll happen. I don't think anybody missing the playoffs is going to win MVP, even if they had an outstanding year, and I just don't think it's possible.
It might. I agree with Shane here. I think Joe Burrow has the weapons and the stats to prove that he's MVP. He just doesn't have the defense. So that's why I said he doesn't make it to playoffs. I do think he might win the MVP though. I don't know about maybe if Lamar and Josh Allen has like a better season than last season. Maybe not.
Oh, I did find some, not to interrupt you, I did find some info that sort of compares what I'm saying. I think what Bailey mentioned is true, and what Jarrell said too, is traditionally you don't win the MVP if the team doesn't make the playoffs. But it does happen, and it's happened a few times. And the one that looks the closest to what I'm talking about, that could be what I'm saying, is O.J. Simpson in 1973 won the MVP, and his team did well, but they didn't make the playoffs with a 9-5 record. But that's the year that he was the first player to rush over 2,000 yards in a season, 2003 to be exact, and he won the MVP.
Like
Might have
MVP,
been.
the offensive player, the actual MVP.
Yeah, he won the actual MVP for the year because he had a huge
So why were people
season.
saying Saquon could be the first running back to win it? So people were just lying. That was the
I think
misinformation.
no, I don't. Yeah, I don't know. When I looked up, they said he in 1973 he
That's
won.
not. That's you and Jarrell. I don't know. I don't know anything about that time. So if that's
Just
true,
some
Bro,
old
I
that's
was not
crazy.
alive then.
dude. You were alive in '73, bro. Come on.
No, I wasn't.
Bro.
Yeah, he wasn't alive back
Dude,
then.
you knew O.J. Simpson, bro.
Wow. Now we're just that's wow. We're just getting crazy now.
But at the same time, if he has such a great season, they may be able to just make the playoffs anyways. You know what I mean? If he breaks those. But I think it's like what Kevin said. It's such a disappointment is that defense. I think they're going to lose enough close games to maybe miss the playoffs. And they could just blow it away in offense. And that would, again, you're right, though. That's sad for Burrows. He could have a record breaking year and may not get the MVP. And somebody that has, less stats and, you know, unless the key they say is they're going to have to determine that Burrows was such a huge importance to that team and the offense that he's the MVP. Because really, that's what the MVP is about. That's why people win it. Because normally, if you think about it, it should be a person who won the Super Bowl should get the MVP. But that's not what they do. You get the MVP, and it's usually not even the Super Bowl winner a lot of times. Like Josh Allen or Lamar Jackson, one of those
I
kind of
like it
guys.
like that. I like it like that. Super Bowl should not mean that you're MVP.
No, I think it's
Look,
good
look
how
at Jalen. Do you think Jalen Hurts is the MVP overall of last season?
No, that's why
I
they
don't
have a
think.
Super Bowl MVP.
Yeah.
No,
If
but
you.
they could have said Barkley was MVP,
Yeah. Yeah. You're right. Yeah.
because it's not always a quarterback. It's usually somebody like a
Well, you
running back.
also
Shoot
the
us
MVP
up.
reward gets rewarded before Super Bowl. So there's a chance you can win both, right?
Yeah,
Like you
That's
said,
true.
Saquon could have
Yeah.
won MVP. He could have won Super Bowl MVP, or Jalen Hurts
yeah,
other way. Like it's just I don't think it ever
true.
been done. Probably something else I would have to fact check, but like, yeah, that's crazy. If that did ever happen, probably
But
Baker
good
in a
hot
few
takes
years.
so
Good
far.
takes.
And Jarrell has the last one, I think.
My last one, and it's a doozy for you boys, okay?
Oh,
This right here, this is going to make some content, okay? My
Okay.
last hot take. This year is finally their year. Cowboys going back to the Super Bowl.
thought you were gonna say
Sign
Ravens,
off.
bro.
Nope.
I thought you were gonna
Nope.
say Ravens,
The
bro.
Cowboys say every year that this year is their year. This year, I'm gonna say is their year. I'm not saying they're winning the Super Bowl. I'm saying they're making it back to the Super Bowl.
Maybe.
The funny thing is, I had a hot take that I was thinking of that's almost completely opposite of what you just said. That I had a hot take that the Cowboys would be last place in their division this year. That the
Oh wow.
Giants would actually somehow beat them out for the third spot. And I was gonna say that I didn't do it because that's a hard one. But yeah, I don't think the Cowboys are going to be as good as people think. But there is a lot of people that think Cowboys. But of course, they think that every year, don't they?
They do. They
The
do. They
Cowboy
do.
fans, they always think, and a lot of people. Yeah, that is a big hot take. What do you guys think?
So, Jarrell, you think? Let's get this straight.
Yeah.
You think
Let's get
Cowboys?
straight, buddy.
They're gonna beat out the Lions, the Eagles, the Commanders, the Bucks. Like
It's possible, man. It's possible.
they're gonna
Listen,
go
you got,
through the playoffs. Dak is not gonna get hurt this year. CD Lamb
bro.
is gonna have the MVP.
I don't care if Dak gets hurt. Dude, I'm fine with Joe Milton popping up in that game. Have you not seen him at practice dropping dimes? I am
Joe
not
Milton
worried
is buns,
about
bro.
Dak
That's why they
cross
chose
guys.
Drake May over him at the Patriots. Joe Milton
You know
is
what?
not him,
I guess
bro.
we'll see.
We'll
I guess we'll
see.
see.
No,
We'll
you're
see.
rage baiting. This is not even a hot take. This is
No,
a rage bait.
no, it's a hot take, dude.
This is
I
the
think
dumbest
this
thing
is
I've
it.
ever heard.
Yep.
Oh,
Nope.
I thought
And they
Shane
got
had the
George
worst one
Pickens.
earlier with the running back
Nope.
thing, but this tops it. Because you know what? Cowboys they won't even have a positive season this year. Shane's probably right. Giants might even beat them out. Like, what are we talking about?
I guess we'll see, won't we? So you're
We
saying
will
that they're
see.
not going to have a positive record. They're going to have a negative record.
I will literally bet any amount of money they don't go to Super Bowl this year. Any amount of money.
Well, there might be somebody out there that will take that bet with you.
Yeah, I'm sure.
No, you take it, Jarrell. It's your hot take. $1 million.
No, it's my hot take. I'm not betting on it.
Bet on it, bro.
$1 million.
Bet on it. All right, in the next 20 years, Cowboys will never
What are you
make
paying
it.
me?
$1 million.
Madden 2026
Oh, well, you need some
Make it to the
lessons in that.
Super Bowl.
currency.
Wait, I'll take that. 20 years, that's a long time.
It is. That's how confident I am.
Dude, Dak might actually
Man.
finally be healthy. in
Dak
20
might be
years.
dead in 20 years. What are you talking about? Dak said he might finally be healthy, bro. Are you serious? That's funny. That's funny.
Yeah,
it's a good episode.
The other thing is when I looked at the other reason I thought about that, just to add to this because you brought this up, is when I was looking at that hot take, I was trying to think of what the Cowboys are doing, and they have like a 6-game stretch in their season where they play teams that had 11 wins or more last year.
They're going to win them all.
And that's why the Eagles, the Chiefs, the Lions, the Vikings, the Chargers, the Commanders, from week 12 to 17. I don't see them winning a majority of those games because if they're going to win the Super Bowl, they're probably going to win most of those games. And I just don't see them doing that. I just don't. So it's like their strength of schedule, especially with some of those games, that gauntlet right there, they could end up being like 7-10 after that stretch. So that's what I'm thinking. They could even, the Giants may be under them, but if the Giants squeak out, 8 wins or something, they do a little better. I don't know if they can do that. Then they would be ahead of them on there. But if you're right, they're going to have to, if they run that
doesn't even believe
gauntlet.
what he said, bro. He's rage baiting. He does not believe the words he just said. They're going to even beat out your Packers?
Dude,
They're better than your Packers.
listen, it's a hot take, man.
I don't care if it's a hot take. That's not even a hot take. That's just being like brainless.
No,
Cowboys
man.
make it
It's
to,
my
like-
hot take.
A hot
This
take,
year is
a hot
the
take is
Cowboys'
something
year.
that could actually still happen. It's just most
You know
people's
what?
opinion don't agree on. That's not physically possible that Cowboys make it this year. It's not even
Well-
physically possible.
I agree with that take. Dak's going to be healthy next year, and he's going to go to the Super Bowl.
All right, well.
Bam. Why don't you let the comment section
They're
decide who
teaming up
actually
with the
believes with
ultimate
it?
rage. Oh, I can't wait. I might edit this one first tonight because I want to get this one posted ASAP.
Well,
Let's
he
see
did
the
it now.
comments.
Let's
see the
be
comments.
technical because Kevin may try to back out of this. He said next year. Do you mean this season or next season, the following season? Because I don't want you to use that.
What's the Super Bowl? Next year, buddy.
There's one each season.
Next year is the Super Bowl 2026. So this year.
Okay, I'm just going to be
Okay.
being clear. Let's be clear because I
Yes.
don't want you to back out.
Wait,
of this
why is it
because-
written on me? It's your own.
No, I'm saying is no. What I'm
Hey.
doing, what I'm saying is that we're gonna go back on this tape, and you and Jarrell both said that. And if they're like,
I just wanted to agree with Jarrell because no one's agreeing with him, bro.
if they're
You
like
just wanna
3-8,
agree with
you know, at that point we're gonna go. Come on, guys, we're gonna bring up
Are
this
we
tape.
serious?
No,
I'm
I
so
mean,
sorry
no,
for creating
no.
this segment because this is the dumbest segment we ever done. I lost brain cells tonight.
Oh my god.
But you
You
know,
guys
to
don't
be
say
honest,
anything.
I mean, it's not that far out from what a lot of people think. I mean, people love the Cowboys. They always think they're going to do good, and they do have a lot of talent on the team. So, I mean, they're going to have that hope. I just don't see it happening. You know.
No, it's okay. It's okay. Don't try to save it now. The three of you said the Cowboys are garbage.
No,
That's
I
what you
stand
did.
on business.
You did
I stand on business.
garbage.
They're
Screw
hot
you.
garbage. They
Well,
suck.
Kevin is like
buddy.
50-50. Kevin kind of like agrees with me, but
No,
like,
the only
he doesn't
reason
want
why
to totally agree with
the
me.
only reason why I wouldn't agree with you is because I think the Bucks are gonna win it. But because I'm a Bucks fan, but if not, then I guess the Cowboys, bro.
There's the hot take right there again.
You know, Zach
Indiana
would
Bucks
be,
fan.
you know, Zach would be so mad. He'd be afterwards in the I can't
No.
believe you said that, man.
I'm sure he's gonna probably be the first
Dude,
one
I
to
don't think
comment
we
on
can
it.
bring Zach on a hot takes video. He might crash out, bro.
Oh man. Well,
That
You know
was-
what?
like
You know
this-
what that means too. We talk about betting and stuff, and I believe when I looked it up, the over and under for wins for the Cowboys is 7.5 wins. So you guys should take that
a little
over.
low. That's
Well,
a little low.
you
Yeah,
think Super
that's-
Bowl, so
That's low.
I would go out and put. I would go out and
Kevin
put
doesn't even know what
all
he's
your
saying,
money on
bro.
it.
He's just agreeing on every side. He just wants to say words. 1 second he's a Cowboys fan, the next he isn't. What is happening tonight, bro?
Dude,
I try to tell the Cowboy fans they have the 5th toughest schedule that's rated anyways this year. So I'm like, I don't know.
Well,
I mean,
Jarrell didn't know that, I guess, because good God.
well, projected, strength of schedule doesn't always work out that
dude,
way.
it's hot takes for a reason, man. It's
Yeah,
not
no,
for a reason.
I think it's a
I
good
know.
hot take because if it does happen, we'll go back.
Bailey wants
you
us
know.
to only say facts, like what is
Yeah.
actually going to
It's
happen. That's not a
something
hot
that's
take,
gonna
buddy.
happen. You
Yeah.
know, it's just something we
I'm just
think, baby.
trolling, and it's obviously a hot take.
That's rage baiting.
So you don't want
How
me to
about
get
this?
mad?
Rage
You know what?
baiting.
That's fine. I'm gonna change my hot take. My hot take is Mike Evans is gonna get 1,000 yards this season. Oh my god!
Bro, what do you want me to not react to? A hot take? Like, what are you guys
Bro's
talking?
going Max,
That's
bro.
a hot take means 90% of the community disagrees. So of course I'm gonna disagree 90% of the time.
Bro's gooning, bro. Bro's gooning.
Bro, what?
But if we do go back on these tapes to see, because like you said, if you get the hot take, you want to go back later on, and we got to say, hey, at the end of the season, look at this hot take. Somebody was right or wrong, But my projection on the Cowboys record is 7-10.
You guys never see
Or
like
8
the
and
hot
9
take
maybe
clips
the
on
most.
TikTok? Jarrell, you should know. You're always on there apparently.
He's always on live.
Oh, the live.
Yeah,
I don't know if they
the
do that on
live.
lives.
Always
Yeah,
on
I don't
live.
think they do that on lives.
You know what? I only see like guys on live, like half naked. Is that what?
Dude, that's not TikTok. That's some OF live crap. I don't know what you're talking
Yes,
about, buddy.
Yeah, it's a long time ago. Jarrell probably seen it. You seen the guy that's like
No.
shooting like bullets and he's shaking his ass. Like you
No.
never seen that? He's
No.
like, I need more bullets. I need more bullets, and his ass is shaking while he shoots. You never seen that?
No.
That's a classic, bro.
Well, send it to me.
Hey, I'm sending this. I'm sending this to the group chat.
All right, wrap it up.
Well, if you like the hot takes, I guess leave a comment. Leave a comment with your hot takes, and we'll see you in the next one. Like and subscribe. Peace.